Hey, good morning, folks. Brother Cross here, BJ's Outdoors. Hey, we're down here at the house today, man, on a cold, cold day here in North Alabama. Got me a little fire going behind me, trying to help keep me warm a little bit. I think it's around 26 degrees this morning. It's going to get it worse, man. 2 days from now, we're expecting, they saying, anywhere from 7 to 10 inches of snow. But you never know, man. We could get less, or we could get a lot more. But it shuts my world down around here. You know, I live up on the mountain, and when it happens, it pretty much shuts everything down. We can't even get off the mountain. I think last year we were stuck at home for 6 days, and that's pretty rough on a on a fisherman, you know. I can handle being off work, but when I can't get to the river, man, it makes it pretty rough. But anyway, I got a few videos I wanted to put out, man, that I needed to do here at home, and I thought it'd be a good time to do it. Well, it's a bad time to do it because it's freezing cold, but we can deal with that. But I had some people asked about my bait tank, man, that I use. It's a homemade deal. Had a few people ask about it, and I answered some questions, but I figured I'd show it, man, since I had the time. What we got, man, this is a 25 quart Igloo. It's a marine cooler. It is made in the USA. That's a good thing. Small deal, man. I got 2 of them. I use one for my skipjack, you know, cut bait and everything. This one here I use mainly for live bait, but I do sometimes when I'm using live bait I end up having to cut them up because they won't hit live bait. So but what I did, man, I took this cooler, and the first thing I did, this is an old battery. It comes with a battery straps, man, holds your battery down, but they're plastic, so I don't use them because they're not really strong enough to hold down a battery cap. But I put that on there, man, mainly for this pump. This is a pronghorn 50-gallon pump right here. It's supposed to take, you know, aerate 50 gallons of water, which I doubt it will, but it does very well in this 25 quart. But what I've done with that, it's got a little hook on the back. Took it right there, and I got my line right here. I got it all, it's all broke down because of course I don't use live bait in the winter, but I hooked that line up right there, and that's my little bubbler right there that goes down in it. But another thing I did, man, let me sit this down here. I'm trying to do my best, folks, to show this. Another thing I did, I took me a cutting board, man. I bought one bigger than the cooler, and I measured it inside of it, and I just kept whittling around on it till I finally got it to fit down in there. I drilled some holes in it. One main thing the holes are for, man, is like my other one, for cut bait, it lets my blood seep down through the board back into the cooler so I don't get blood all in the boat and everything. And another thing, this bubbler here, that line, I run it through here. It comes out that right there, and that sits down in the water. And I put my cutting board back down in there just like that. And then I drilled me a hole. I don't know if y'all can see it right here. I drilled me a hole right there to run that pipe back out of. And what I do, I run that around, and that hooks back to my pump right here. So, you know, it's a mobile cooler. I can take it anywhere I want. I can take my pump off if I need to, but if I get ready to cut up some bait, you know, all I got to do is pull that up, you know, pull that out of there, get me some bait. My hands is cold, folks. I'm trying to do the best I can do. Pull that out, get me some bait out, lay it back down on top of it, cut it up, or, you know, like I said, if I'm using live bait, then, you know, just open that up, get me one out, and put it on the hook. But it's just a little simple setup, man, pretty cheap. I think I got this cooler at a yard sale for like $5, or my wife did. I think the cutting board was around $5. And like I said, I made it fit in here and drilled those holes and stuff. And it'll hold exactly 5. You know, you put a 5-gallon bucket of water in here, it'll come up to the bottom of this cut board, and that's perfect. But I've had 25 bluegill in this thing, but pretty good size one, hand size one, or even smaller. You know, I've had a bunch of bullhead in here. You know, like I said, you can buy bait tanks, you know, small like this. But they're pretty expensive, you know. But if you want to spend your money on them, you know, go ahead. But like I said, it's the same deal right here. That pump right there, I think I give $30 for it, and it says it'll do 50 gallon, but I don't know if it will or not. But they do make one the same size that's supposed to do 100 gallons. So, you know, if you're not too comfortable with the one for 50, it works perfectly fine here. I've kept bluegill in here for 2 or 3 days. You know, I usually don't keep them any longer than that. I'll throw them back, you know, and I'll catch some fresh ones because bluegill pretty easy to get in my area. And this pump right here runs consistently on low, and I know this for a fact because I've done it. It'll run consistently on low for about 48 hours. Now when it's dead, so don't think you're gonna charge it up real fast. But I keep mine plugged in. Like if I got bait here at home that I'm gonna use in a few days, I'll plug it in and I'll keep it running, but keep it charging at the same time. You can put it on the high setting and it'll last about 24 to 28 hours, maybe 30 hours. That's on high. But I've never had any bait to die, man. This thing does awesome. And like I said, it was, you know, I'm always out to try to save money and try to help people save money. Like I said, you can buy some nice bait tanks. I think the cheapest one I've seen is around 75 bucks. But you basically gonna get this same thing, you know. And this even got a ruler on top, you know, if you're in a place where you gotta have fish need to be legal, you know, by measurement or whatever. But like I said, that's what I use, man, for my live bait. And you know, I put shad in here, bluegill, bullhead, but mainly bullhead and bluegill is what I keep alive. And I do use some goldfish every now and then. This pump's got 2 settings on it, man. You just touch that button right there, hold it down, and then that's low right there. Then you cut it on again. It has a surge mode where it comes on, cuts off, comes on, cuts off. It's got 3 settings on it. And like I said, it just depends, you know, if it's cold outside, temperatures, you know, it's not hot, you know, in the middle of summer like it normally is when I'm using live bait. You don't have to be so peculiar about keeping them alive. You know, they're pretty tough, man. Bluegill and especially bullhead are very tough. But you know, it's just something I do mainly in the summer. I don't do a lot of live bait fishing in the winter. You know, it's just something I don't do. I usually do cut bait. But anyway, man, I just want to share that with y'all. I got a few videos I'm trying to get done, you know, right now, because like I said, we get this bad weather coming here in 2 days. We get all that ice and snow. It's gonna pretty much shut the world down, and I ain't gonna be standing out here, you know, crunching around on ice trying to do these. But you know, we're in the 2025 now, man. We got some new things coming this year. Very excited about it, man. I can't tell some of it yet, but but what I can, I'll just tell it along as it happens. But I got several things, man, I'm going to change up on my channel, and got some new things coming, some new opportunities coming. I'm very excited about that. You know, like I said, we're just take it as it comes, and like I said, I'll share it along the way as everything changes, and it's all for the good, man. I'm just trying to make my channel better, do better quality videos for y'all to watch, and like I said, enjoy having fun with y'all, man. I'm gonna get more in depth of what I do. You know, as far as showing it on the graph and stuff like that, and why I'm there, you know, and it's just, you know, a little more in depth of things, you know, that I've kind of neglected over the last year. But anyway, man, I just want to show that to y'all, man. That cooler, I've had some questions about it. People ask and stuff, man. It's just a simple setup. You don't have to use an e-glue. That's just one I found at a yard sale, and I got 2 of them. Like I said, my other one's for cut bait, strictly for cut bait. And it's pretty nasty. It's got blood stains in it that I can't get out or whatever, but I keep that and washed out because, you know, it's being live bait, you want to keep your water clean and everything, so I take better care of my live bait cooler. But like I said, a very inexpensive way. I mean, you got with a cooler, you know, if you can find one, you know, a used one somewhere, you know, a cooler and a cup board and a pump, you got 40 bucks and a live well that'll last from now on. I keep my pump on charge all the time, especially through the winter when I'm not using it, and it makes the batteries last longer. So they are rechargeable. It's got a port you can plug into your cigarette lighter on your vehicle or in your boat, and it's got another adapter that you plug into a 110 plug, and that's usually where I keep mine plugged into. And then, you know, because once I leave the house, you know, go to the river and fish, you know, I'm back home within 12 hours, so normally if I need to plug it back up, I will. But like I said, I normally don't keep live bait longer than 48 hours. I'll keep them 2 days, and, you know, after that, I'll chunk them back and get me some fresh or whatever. But like I said, that's a good little deal right there, man. Pretty inexpensive, and it keeps them good and hardy. Matter of fact, they come out of there more lively than they was when I caught them, I believe. But anyway, man, I just want to do this video to show that, and I appreciate y'all watching. I'll catch y'all on the next one. See you then, and God bless you.